I'm wearing the Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 and I'm also using the Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra. So what I'm gonna do in this hands-on real test video, guys, I'm gonna go for a slow run and walk and just try to see how good the fit is. And also, I have to tell you guys that the active noise cancellation on the Buds 3 is just simply amazing. Those guys were cutting some grass just right next off to me, and I was really able to completely kill the sound. Just absolutely not being impacted by this. So you can just see there are these people with the machines cutting the grass, very loud. So let me just start running a bit. This is very noisy, guys. And the Samsung Buds 3 Pro was able to absolutely get rid of the sound, which is outstanding. And I have a feeling that this active noise cancellation is really up to the level of the Sony FM, which are one of the best out there in the active noise cancellation business. So also in this video, guys, I'm gonna give you some real feedback on the Galaxy Watch Ultra. So yesterday I charged it up to 100% and I went to bed. All right, this morning I wake up to 87%, and right now, guys, let me tell you, I am using 71%. So I have a feeling that most probably the Apple Watch Ultra can do 2 full days. So I'm using all the whistles and the bells, HR monitoring, also blood oxygen, SpO2, just disable the snore detection. And this is actually also the first days of my watch, so the watch is still learning, trying to adapt my pattern, so it means that the battery hopefully will get even better. So of course I will also retest this, let's say, in a week or 2 when everything is settled and the watch knows my habits. Alright, so what I'm gonna do right now, guys, I'm gonna start an exercise and try to run with the Buds 3. I get a lot of requests to test the fit, so let me just try to turn up the back camera, guys, start the exercise on my Watch Ultra, and then give you this real-time information. Will the Buds 3 Pro fall off my ears? Will they fall when I'm trying to pinch the zoom and the sound, etc.? Because you know, every time you try to regulate the sound, you zoom in, zooming out, the zooming out part, or let's say amping the volume, it's a bit tricky because you can just get to remove them. So this here is the Apple Watch Ultra. This right now is absolutely under direct sunlight. It's absolutely bright and the display is outstanding. So I'm gonna press the quick button right now. Quick button is pressed. Now I'm gonna select the running exercise and I'm gonna start running, guys, and also try to switch the back camera to show you what happens with the Buds 3 Pro in my ears. Like I shared in the first test of the Watch Ultra, I'm not a fitness guy, so don't expect me surviving for 3 days straight in a forest, get myself lost in the forest, no. But occasionally I do some jogging and also some cross-country bikes. So this here is the fit, not that bad. Alright, let me just try to run a bit faster. Check the fit. I don't think that they will fall off. 100% sure more stable than the Buds 2 Pro. And now let's see what the watch is doing. Alright, this is the watch. Whew, I'm already doing everything that I have. The average pace, the average speed, the calories burned, the cadence there. This is also the HR indication. Very easily I got to the zone 4, but again, I'm not a fitness guy. There is also this asymmetry thing. If I swipe to the left, I'm gonna get to the menus to control the exercise. One swipe back will get me to the main menu. Swiping right will get me to the Spotify. So I don't really think that you will have problems running with the Buds 3 Pro. I do believe that they have a secure fit. With the Buds 2 Pro, this wasn't the case. Due to the stemless design and also the bigger shape, putting them in the ear was a bit more tricky when you was running. Not that I did it all with the Buds 2 Pro, but the Buds 3 Pro are very securely attached now in my ears. Some of you asked me to remove the tips. I didn't want to do so because there was a comment. One guy went to the Samsung store and asked the guy to peel it off. I'm not sure if it's glued, but that wasn't a good idea. So right now, guys, I don't really know if you're able to change the tips. By the way, the left one tried to slip a bit. Okay, so there is of course the risk that they can fall off, alright? Now let's check again on the watch. Alright, the distance, the pace, the calories, also the heart rhythm, and here again we get this overview of the HR zones. By the way, as you can see, all of this is actually very, very viewable. So not a problem to use this under direct and bright sunlight. So now I'm gonna stop this activity because I want to see really what the watch can give me in terms of a map. How does stopping work? Just hold the action button, finish workout, and voila, now the workout has been finished. So what I'm able to see is the overall run, all right, just a half a kilometer. I can see the timing there, the calories. We can see the pace here with that nice graphic. Then we have also the heart rate. So all these things, of course, are very normal for a fitness tracker, which is what the Ultra is as well. You get a view on the HR zones. And there are some things that I believe I see for the first time, like advanced running metrics, this asymmetry thing, the contact time, the flight time, the regularity, vertical, and the stiffness. And they're saying, oh yeah, I have to improve a lot, I know. Then there is something called the sweat loss. To measure, keep running at least 5 kilometers. No way. Or at least 2.5 kilometers. You need to burn more than 120 calories for an accurate estimate. And this is actually what I wanted to see, guys. It is giving me indeed a map of where I was running. Then there are some tips like measure the recovery heart rate, which is actually quite nice. And I can apparently access this on the phone. I guess that you're gonna get more details on the map when you're using this on the phone. What the Buds3 Pro are concerned, so I'll be honest, I think 2 or 3 times I got a feeling that they are about to really fall from my ears. Now this is the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro, guys. Then this is the steep. A lot of people are asking, hey, can you remove this steep? I don't want to really try because, again, like I told you, it seems that this is very tightly connected to the rest of the buds. But I have a feeling that one should be able to change the tip if one wants to do so, right? So I don't see any reason why this should not work, but of course I need to wait a bit more. So one guy in the comments down below went to a Samsung store. Then the guy from the store tried to remove him, and yeah, it didn't really go so well. So in terms of ergonomics, I don't think there is a problem. And in terms of fit, I like the way they sit. Now, the only issue with this is while you're running and you'll try to adjust the sound. This is the problem, guys. Because even right now I'm not running, right? So they are really very much fitting my ear. The moment I start using these gestures, see, to pump up the volume, right, there is the risk for them falling off. So let's say if you start running, it's very hard to control the volume. And I can tell you, like, even now with the lower pace, I have a feeling that if I have to control the volume, they will somehow fall. So the only trick is you need to place your finger on top of the earbuds and then use these 2 fingers to perform the gesture, something like this, right? So you grab them here and then, yeah, but it's just extremely tricky. So I hope that there is another way, maybe you can train the buds and use some other gestures to control the volume, because right now this would be not perfect. When I'm walking, I can try to get the volume up and down. Okay, this works. Yep, I'm now getting an indication. What I also like is the fact that when I perform the gesture and it's accurate and it's recognized, you get a nice feedback. Like I have a feeling that there's some haptics inside, or maybe it's just with the sound, but I can definitely hear the bus like doing like click, click, so they're responding. But when you're running, guys, let me show you. When you're running and you're trying to do so, it's going to be extremely hard. Okay, now I was able to do so. Definitely requires a learning curve. Okay, so it's gonna be safe, like I told you. Just use the finger here and try to do like this, all right? I know it's not ideal, and maybe I'm a bit more cautious because this is an expensive product, and maybe in the future when I'm better used to this, I will be able to perform it without. But no, see? No, I think it's very risky, guys. So the only way to do it safe is you're just walking, but if you're running and you try to adjust the buds, then the best thing is just use the tip of the finger to press them against your ear and don't risk them falling off. One final view of the watch. As you can see, nice and shiny, and with 68% of a battery, guys. So right now that the watch can survive for a day and a half, and maybe in the next some days it's gonna be better. Some first observations, guys. Something that I liked in the morning when I woke up, I got to use this gesture, like the pinch gesture, to stop the alarm, which is actually quite cool. And then when I went to shower, the watch immediately recognized the water, because outside, when I went outside to get dry, it was already water locked, which means that it recognizes when you're exposing the watch to water and locked itself. So I do promise to keep up with these real hands-on videos, guys, and if you like content like this, you know what to do. Thank you so much for watching. VST over and bye.